It's definitely been a wild ride for stocks and bonds and mortgage rates this month. Let's take a look at our current stats and trends for the Portland metro real estate market. I'm RRMilligan, and I'm happy to bring you the very latest in stats and trends for our local real estate market. In my sample, that's the entirety of the metro area, including Southwest Washington. If you do have any questions of all, please post them in the comments and I will get back to you right away. So the average sale price came in a little lower than the previous week, but did clock in about 4% higher than last year at this time. However, when we compare sale prices for this month so far to the same period last year in 2024, prices on average are only up about 0.5 percentage point. So we're continuing to see the effects of a trend that we've been watching since March, which is downward pressure on prices. Next up is supply. The trend that we've been watching in supply is an increasing number of homes hitting the market from week to week. It looks like that we might have had a little bit of a reprieve this week with only 668 homes hitting the for sale market compared to 746 the previous week and 819 the week before. This is also the first time in a few weeks that we saw fewer homes hitting the market than last year at this time. So we may be seeing a new trend taking shape when it comes to supply, but we'll have to have a couple more weeks of statistics in this vein before we start to call it that with any amount of confidence. Next up is demand. The trend here has been that demand is holding steady week after week, not dropping, but also not rising, which is typically what we see this time of year. Well, no real changes here. The number of contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers this past week has been holding steady as it has been for about the last 6 or 7 weeks now. You can see that here in this chart. So no big changes when it comes to demand. Mortgage rates are still holding at about 6.625% for the 30-year fixed in the Portland metro area. That's the best rate I could find on Thursday morning and the best case scenario. That being said, the yield on the 10-year Treasury was sliding on Thursday morning, indicating that we may have lower rates by Friday. As always, I'll check rates on Friday morning and drop a note in the comments section. On average, homes are spending about 54 days on the market before receiving an acceptable offer and ultimately going to close. That feels like a lot, but the median days on market is only 19, meaning that half the homes receive that magic offer in 19 days or less, and the other half take 19 days or more to get that offer. On average, sellers are having to discount about 3% off their original asking price, which isn't too bad. However, keep in mind that sellers may be offering additional concessions like paying for some of the buyer's expenses and costs, performing some repairs, or even purchasing a home warranty for the buyer's benefit. Well, there we have it, folks. The trends that we're watching in our local real estate market, quick and easy. As always, if I missed anything or if there's something that you're curious about, just drop a note in the comments section and I will definitely follow up. Otherwise, have a great weekend and I will see you right here next week.